I wanted to tell you. I thought you'd like to know that if you were a Monday morning, well, you'd sing a storm so strong to convince me to skive off work and watch bad movies with you all day long. That if you were a soft furnishing, well, you would be a blanket. For every time you smother me, I know I'll be all warm and comfy. That if you were a pencil grading, then you'd be about 4B. For it's oh so very softly that you make your mark on me. And if you were a paragraph of French, well, I wouldn't understand. But I'd listen to your melody and know that life was grand, because if you were a famous landmark, you'd be the Eiffel Tower. Because I really, really like the Eiffel Tower. So I hope you don't mind me telling you. I just wanted you to know that if you were a beer, you'd be a limited edition multi-orbiting Trappist beer. Well, they only brew a few each year, so every sip is super special. That if you were an electronic device, well, you'd be a dictaphone. Because I'd be one if I didn't, and I can't be by your side. And if you were an invention, then you'd be the suitcase wheel. Because you always lighten my load no matter how weighed down you feel. And if you were a metal detector, well, you'd never need to start because you've already found the keys to my heart. And if you were a non-fiction book from the 1980s, you'd be the Usborne Spotter's Guide to Dinosaurs. For as long as you and I will live, I know you'll give me more and more, so please, let me tell you one more time. I just wanted you to know that if you were something that fell in the ocean, then your buoyancy force would be less than 9.8 newtons, for it's when I sink right into you that I find my equilibrium. That if you were an integral part of modern skyscraper design, then you would be the lift, because you do not need the stairs from all those strangers. And if you were a part of your sneeze, well, you'd be that little nose twitch you do before a chew, because you would bring me to my knees if you lost the things that made you you. And if you were a condiment, you'd be a sugar sachet. For if I ate a lemon, you'd be there for my mouth. But most importantly of all, if you were a button on a telly remote, you'd be the big red one you see. For no matter what mistakes I make, you always stand by me.